Hello, everybody. Captain Marty here. Thursday, September the 25th. Got an interesting fish report for you with a gold star catch for sure in our offshore report. I'll be back to bring you up to date in just a moment.
When it comes to general maintenance or major modifications on your diesel vehicle, look no further than Wanchi's Off-Road Diesel Performance in Kill Devil Hills. Master mechanic Ryan Walker developed the plan for having his own auto shop over 20 years ago, and today he owns the premium diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks. To have him and his crew take a look under your hood, give him a call today at 252-715-0025 or find him on social media. Wanchi's Off-Road Diesel Performance, the diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks.
Hey y'all, Captain Marty here to tell you that when my friends are in the market for a new boat engine or repair, I send them to the best, and that's at Ratcliffe Marine in Belhaven. Ratcliffe Marine is your official Yamaha outboard dealer. Yamaha motors are designed to get you on the water fast and get you back to the dock whenever you're ready. Ratcliffe Marine is also the largest repower center in North Carolina. So when you're in the market for a new motor or need your Yamaha service, go to Ratcliffe Marine, 865 Highway 264 in Belhaven. So yesterday was the kind of day everybody loves to go offshore. It was calm, beautiful weather, beautiful sunrise, and the fishing was not the meat fishing was not red hot. They've been having to work for their catches of dolphin or mahi. In Hatteras, they had a pretty good day on the Baylor-sized dolphin, and they rounded out their catches with some wahoo and some blackfin tuna. And the wahoo fishing down there is as good as anywhere I know of. And when they're in them, they fish a little faster, a little shallower. But when they're in them, it can be really, really good. And wahoos up to 100 pounds are not uncommon. So we had a sailfish bite. It's been a good sailfish bite down off Hatteras all the way down to Morehead City with large numbers of sailfish. Down in Hatteras yesterday, the charter boats maxed out at around 5 per boat for the ones that had them. There was a couple of blue marlin caught, and they had an inshore fleet that did some king mackerel fishing and did well. Now, the Gold Star catch, we move up to Oregon Inlet, and there was a charter boat up there called the Fin Planner, and the captain needed a day off, so he asked his friend, Captain Will Howe. Will owns and runs a charter boat of his own called the Drifter, and he had a few days over. He said, "Yeah, I'll run your boat." He might not get invited back, but because he took his mate and the mate on the Fin Planner, and they headed offshore, and they set a record for the most sailfish caught in a day on a boat leaving and returning to Oregon Inlet, which was 25 sailfish. 25 sailfish. The record was 22. It was caught on one of the Tar Heels. I'm not sure which one, but that would have been with John Bayless. But William went out there and had a great day with 25 sailfish. So the boat was the Fin Planner. William's regular boat is the Drifter, right there at Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. And you can go by and say hi and hear the story yourself if you want. The boats in the Oregon Inlet fleet also had some decent mahi fishing, but you had to find some grass that was holding grass, meaning the beds of sargasso weed or the tide lines, or a piece of float, an old board, a log, an old palm tree all barnacled up. Those are the things that make the dolphin, give them a place to hang out. I don't know why it is, but they need that for, I've often thought they use it for a bearing, but they will hang out. The dolphin are mahi, but in the fish book, it is a dolphin fish. Those are the green and yellow ones. And the big schools will hang around anything they can find. I have seen, one time I saw a 2x2 about 4 feet long barnacled up, and it had over 100 dolphin hanging up underneath it. So if you could find some grass or a piece of float like that, it was decent mahi fishing. There was a few tuna, scattered yellowfin tuna and blackfin tuna, and as we mentioned, the really good sailfish activity. There was a couple of whites and a couple of blue marlin caught as well. Pier and surf fishing remains just like it has been for a while. Almost everywhere was 73 degrees, whether it was on the pier or in the surf. Jeanette's Pier has been having really good drum fishing, but they added some blues to the catches, and all the piers have been doing well on drum in all the size classes. But they're also, if you're not into getting out on the end of the pier and mixing it up with those guys and girls, you can go and catch pompano. There's some bluefish, like I mentioned, some spots, some croakers. It's a great time of year when the weather's calm like it is right now to get out there and catch some pan-frying fish. People get spoiled in our area because they all get grouper and dolphin and tuna and swordfish. But at the heart of it all, some of the best eating you can get is a pan-fried, scaled, headed, and gutted gutted and cooked in an iron skillet like my mama used to do, a sea mullet, a croaker, or a spot, or any of the small fish. So they are biting right now on the piers and in the surf. A few Spanish mackerel and a few sea mullet. Even though we have them all summer long, that bite is slowed down a little bit right now. But it's a good time to get out on the pier or in the surf. So we'll take a little break, and I'll be right back to talk to you about what's happening in the backcountry, and it's pretty good.
Hi, I'm LB Daniels, and when you want great local seafood, you go to Fresh Catch Seafood in Wanchese. How do I know it's great? My daddy is one of the fishermen that brings it to the docks. At Fresh Catch Seafood, you will get local seafood right from their fish house. They are a family-owned business that knows the name of every fisherman that comes to their docks. Visit their social media pages to see the latest catches. My daddy would love to put his tuna on your dinner plate, so get it now from Fresh Catch Seafood in Wanchese.
So in the backcountry, the drum bite is still on, and all over the sound. The guys down in Hatteras are doing well. They're catching some slot-sized puppy drum for their charters in the daytime, and some bigger fish down on the backside of Ocracoke in the evenings. And that's the same thing up off of Wanchese, I guess is the best way to say it, or back of Oregon Inlet. A good evening drum bite continues. I know Gray Davis fishing over in my neighborhood in Hyde County. Of course, he covers a lot of ground, but he's catching what big drum he wants to catch. I know that he's also had some real good days of trout fishing, as have others. I know that the Bell Island Pier has produced a few big drum. So a lot of people don't even know where that is, but there is a pier out into the Sound in Hyde County, the Bell Island Pier, open to the public, and it's just been good. Trout, bluefish, and drum in the Sound in good numbers. I don't know that we've really had a wider range of good fishing than we do right now. You know, we got some storms out there brewing. You better go fishing while you can. I would go today or tomorrow, because the weather's going to be really wet over the weekend, it looks like. So now's the time to go. And if you don't know what you're doing, just go to a local tackle shop. They're all good. And a lot of them have sponsored me for years. You're going to get local knowledge and fresher bait, and you'll do well that way. And while I'm on that subject, I want to end up by saying the shrimp run is really good right now. The brown shrimp they've been catching most of the summer in the Sound are now kind of morphing over into the green shrimp or green tails. And your local fish houses will set you up. Buy some in bulk. You can buy a 50-pound box. You'll be surprised at what the prices on those. You can buy them headed, which will be more expensive, or whole, and you can head them yourself. There's nothing to it. But then freeze them up. Talk to the fish house about how you should freeze them up so you don't ruin them, because that's what happens. A lot of people, when fishing and shrimping are good, get bulk seafood and don't have a clue as to how to preserve it. And when they thaw it out in January, it's not fit to eat. So do a little due diligence, do your homework, and pick up some local shrimp. Do not assume that the shrimp you buy in the big box stores are local, because most of the time they are not. All right, that's it for our fishing report for today. I hope you get a chance to get out there before the weather turns bad and take part in the great fishing we're having. And again, congratulations to William Howe and the crew on the fin planter today, as they came up with 25 sailfish, a new record for Oregon Inlet. Have a great day, and may the good Lord bless you.